depends on who the individual is, because the trade agreement itself will have such a multiplicity of important benefits in different ways. It will have important benefits by lowering tariffs to our exports, if you happen to be a farmer exporting your goods, or ensuring that the standards applied to an American farm product are applied fairly and under fair science, according to the rules of the trade agreement. It will have an important benefit more generally, perhaps. You mentioned a race to the bottom. By bringing in the strong labor standards that we have in this agreement, in fact, we are leveling up. And so working people will have, in other countries, will have greater protections for their ability to associate and bargain collectively, which are the basic rights recognized internationally for working people. And those will be in the trade agreement, and they will be enforceable, just like I was mentioning with respect to intellectual property rights. So will the labor standards be enforceable? And by virtue of the fact that this administration has brought a case on labor standards in one of our trading partner countries, there is credibility to the fact that we or a future administration would do so if there was a problem in this area in another respect. So that the ability of working people, whether in the United States or anywhere around the world, to realize the rights, these basic international rights, will be enhanced. So in a variety of areas, Lionel, depending on who that individual is, there will be important benefits to them flowing from the TPP once it's concluded.
What if we could take a step back from this particular agreement and maybe talk about trade policy as an element of U.S. economic policy in the context of the 2016 elections? And some of us think those election campaigns last way too long, but we're already in the midst of one, and both at the presidential level and at some measure the congressional level as well already. The desire to get our economy moving again and make the recovery from the financial crisis meaningful and tangible for that vast number of Americans who have not yet benefited from our growth, meager as it is. What do you think can be done to change the nature of our economic policy discourse and to perhaps bring together on both sides of the aisle, within the Democratic Party, within the Republican Party, sort of an effort to bring the center back to being relevant in talking about